My husband took everything in the divorce. He had no idea what he was really taking, and how that one signature would change both our lives forever. He thought it was the end of me. That day in the lawyer's office, he didn't even look nervous. He looked bored, confident, like a man closing a business deal, not ending a marriage. When his attorney slid the papers across the table, he asked for everything. The house, both cars, the savings, and full control of the company we built together. The company I helped grow from a folding table and a second-hand laptop. He said I wasn't involved enough to deserve a share. My silence that day made her think she'd finally been right about me. Weak, soft, easy to push aside. I moved into a tiny rented apartment with peeling paint and a heater that groaned all night. I cried there. A lot. Some mornings I couldn't get out of bed. Some nights I replayed every memory, wondering where love had turned into strategy. But pain is a strange kind of teacher. If you listen long enough, it stops hurting and starts sharpening you. During the marriage, I had handled more than he realized. I knew the clients. I knew the suppliers. I knew the gaps in the market he was too arrogant to notice. He took the company name, the office, the brand. What he didn't take was my experience, my relationships, or the notebooks I had kept for years. Detailed records of ideas he dismissed, plans he postponed, and inefficiencies he ignored. I didn't rush. That was my power, while he expanded too fast, chasing status and showing off his success. I was building slowly, carefully. I reached out to old contacts, not with bitterness, not with gossip, just with professionalism. Some of them had always preferred working with me. They just hadn't had a reason to switch before. Now they did. Within 2 years, my small consulting service turned into a lean, profitable firm. No flashy office, no luxury cars. Just steady growth and loyal clients. I learned contracts inside out. I learned negotiation. I learned how to walk away from bad deals, something I had never done in my marriage. Meanwhile, his empire started to crack. Overspending, poor management, staff quitting, reputation slipping. The same confidence that helped him take everything from me made him blind to his own mistakes. The twist? The divorce agreement he rushed me to sign included one line his lawyer barely explained a standard clause saying I couldn't use the old company name or claim past assets. He thought that meant I had nothing left connected to that life. What he forgot was that reputation isn't a name on a building. It's a name in people's minds. The day we crossed paths at a trade conference, years later, he looked older, tired. He tried to make a joke about how things worked out for both of us. I just smiled politely. There was no anger left. There's no need for revenge speeches. Because the real revenge was never about taking something back from him. It was about rebuilding myself so completely that losing everything became the best thing that ever happened to me. He took the house, the cars, the company. I kept the knowledge, the resilience, and the fire he helped light without ever noticing. I pulled out old notebooks I had packed without thinking during the move. Business ideas, market research, client feedback I had collected but never been allowed to implement. He used to say, I overthought things, that I worried too much about customer experience and long-term stability. Turns out, those worries were actually strategy. So I made a decision. I wouldn't compete with him loudly. I would outgrow him quietly. I registered a small consulting service under my own name. No big announcement, no dramatic social media comeback. Just a simple message to a few old contacts. I've started something new. If you ever need support, I'd love to work together again. My first project was small. Then another came, and referrals. I worked from my kitchen table, laptop balanced next to a chipped coffee mug. I did everything myself. Proposals, accounting, client calls. It was exhausting, but it was mine. The pain from the divorce didn't disappear, it transformed. Every time I felt the old humiliation creeping back, I put that energy into learning something. Negotiation, financial planning, leadership. I wasn't just healing emotionally, I was upgrading practically. And slowly, something unexpected happened. I stopped imagining conversations where I finally told him off. I stopped fantasizing about proving him wrong. My motivation shifted. This wasn't about revenge anymore. It was about never abandoning myself again. The woman who had sat silently in that lawyer's office wasn't weak. She was watching, absorbing, surviving. She just hadn't known yet how strong she would have to become.